welcome back to the RBA. This is the Marching Ants in the Premier League, getting ready for weeks 10, 11, and 12. Of course, 11 being a bye week here. I've talked about it a little bit before. I think I'm ready to rename one of our players here, our defensive lineman. He's not at 10 tackles a game, but he seems to be continually improving. He's got 7 sacks in his season and a half with us. 3 sacks already this season, so I think he's earned his way there. Shout out to Nazarites. The Nazarites, I can't remember exactly your full name there. You've been watching some of the videos and leaving comments. I really appreciate it. I saw you kind of working your way through the champions there. So good luck to you. And you had mentioned you like kind of the way I do some renaming. So here's an example of that. Teron Tate has earned his way to a new name. So we are going to give him the name of Otto Proudfoot. And there may not be enough room, so we're going to see. Nope, not even close. So he might just have to be Proud, last name Foot, which is a Hobbit family, the Proudfoot family. And they are, I guess, cousins to Bilbo Baggins, if I understand correctly. But in the movies, he's the guy that's got the kind of wrinkly bulldog skin and kind of scowls as the good wife watches Gandalf coming into town. And anyway, he's got that funny scowl, that funny face. He's got if you want to look at it, Otto or Odo, O-D-O, Proudfoot. If you want to look him up, pretty cool character. But here we're going to call him Proudfoot. And that is our new defensive lineman. Excited to see if he continues picking up his game, maybe even accelerates with a new name. He is part of the squad. He's official. Sweet. So we are going to just go for it. Like I said, weeks 10 and 12 games going on here. Let's see if we can get him in. I got the deadline tonight, just a few hours away. So here we go. Don't think we need. Do we still need the media? I didn't need to do that. I wasted it. Oh well. Could have had an extra credit, but at 270, I think we can sleep easy tonight. So here we go against a really, really solid Viper team. I don't usually switch this up, but I feel like I want the home jerseys. I want my dark jerseys tonight. So here we go. See what we can do against these Vipers. Bark. There's no way he misses that tackle. Legolas, he's as tough as they come. But we hold him when it matters most, keeping him out of the end zone. All right. I'm saying it out loud, maybe hopefully into existence. I am going to attempt a perfect game out of Faramir, Gondor, our quarterback here. I am going to play as conservatively as need be and work toward a perfect game. So, 1 for 1. And I'm going to work to get out of bounds. This is going to be maybe one of the more boring games that I put on that I've put on in a long time. It's going to be very classic Marching Ants, meaning a lot of these out routes and straight out of bounds if I don't see a reason that I can get back in bounds. So here, I should let this be able to develop a little longer to get Oak a deeper route in which he can get up and around and hopefully get a little more than that 7 yards. But this is going to be utterly boring. Look at Oak taking a beating as he gets into the end zone. You okay, man? Ouch. That was fairly severe. Strider with the 2-point conversion, so here we go. I truly want to play very concentrated football here. I don't want to make a mistake. So I'm going to work really hard on my clock management. We got a fumble. Oh, that's enormous. That's great. And I'm just going to simply wait for that play. I was trying to get below him, but didn't do it soon enough. I just want that play. I'm gonna play these really, really high percentage routes up until the deep route comes as an available option. And here it is. Strider's got that chance. He doesn't have full speed yet, so I got to watch the linebackers. Linebackers come, I will not throw the deep route. I'll just do the quick. Okay, we've got a chance. We can wait on it. We can wait on it. Little underthrown, but Strider, that's the way to use an entire quarter. So that was essentially a free play time-wise because we were sitting on 0 shortly after the hike of that ball. So good first quarter start. Let's see where the second quarter goes against this really talented team. They're using up a lot of clock. Oh my goodness, we got 2 fumbles in a row. I'm going to credit that maybe to Proudfoot. So we got another chance here. Watch the linebackers. Oak's got a chance to get deep. Yeah. That's my fault. I called a timeout there out of reflex. On second thought, I think I need to eat the clock down to 30 seconds before I get in the end zone on this one. Yes, I do. Oh, and there's an incompletion. Did you see how Strider was going to get past? And so he caught up to the defensive back very quickly. And so just wasn't, didn't follow through with my gut instinct on that one. Oh, I wanted to stay in bounds. What am I doing here? And my gut instinct, which was to throw the ball past him. But because I'm in try to eat clock mode, I tried to throw a back shoulder throw. And I made a poor throw. So let's run the ball one time here. And this should sufficiently get us to the 30-second mark. And I feel good that Oak, we're going to try to use as much clock as we can there as we scamper down this goal line there. Not the 30 points that I like to get in a half, but we are playing a top-tier offense here. So we do get the ball back, which gives us that chance to score first. So let's see what happens if Strider gets by here or if it's going to be just a standard out route. Looks like a standard out route. Get up, get down, try to get out of bounds. 17 yards. I'm disappointed with myself with that incompletion. You know, after saying I was going to go for 100% on this one. Nice, Strider. Making a miss, getting down the sideline for 24. Excellent, sir. And a nice little stamp. Oh, I was diving, but it registered as a swipe down. I don't know if you noticed that or heard that, but there's an incompletion because I forced it. All right, I need to throw it a little bit higher side and he'll catch that. So if you throw it directly behind the wide receiver, oftentimes that'll lead to it being an incompletion. So I'm gonna take that right on the chin. I called in the beginning that I was gonna go 100%, and I've already had 2 incompletions. Another fumble. Look at this. Chance that they get by and I can throw them open, but doesn't look likely after all. Another solid 24. I was hoping for a block from the tight end there. Love to get in before that 10 seconds rattles off. Here we go. This should get me there. 6, 5, 4. Oh, man. So the reason for that is if I can score with 1 second left on the clock, to anybody that might be newer watching this game or just hasn't worked toward the clock management aspect of it quite as strictly, if you can leave a second on the clock before the end of one of these quarters, the kickoff, watch how many seconds the kickoff takes here. 12 seconds. Actually, that wasn't too bad. That's really not bad. But it would have been 12 seconds saved because the clock would have gone to 1, 0, and then nice, and they missed the field goal. All right, I got a chance for an open, deep ball to Oak here. Oak is shield on top of the screen. See what you got. Watch the linebackers. If they blitz, I'm going to have to get rid of it. Yeah. So we're just going to do this. Like I said, high percentage. We're going to play it safe. Could have waited, but That linebacker with him coming like that left a more likely chance of it being a sack or throwing an incompletion, throwing a deep. Oh man, I thought I might run by him. Risky for me to continue running the clock here rather than run the ball and eat the clock. I'm gonna bank on, as good as my defense has played, a chance at getting the ball back. I was swiping again, so I'm gonna use timeouts the rest of the way in if need be. Oh, gonna get by? No, it's just gonna have to be a really deep back shoulder. Man, couldn't get out of bounds. Oh, that linebacker, he's going to suck up space there. Strider comes up across the middle. Great route. Touchdown. Here we go. I hope I don't regret getting in the end zone as quickly as I did. So nothing came of it. Didn't get the ball back, but they didn't score. So a 45, not great, not shabby. So against a really good defense and a pretty good offense, that's a satisfying 45 is a good score. 45 is a good score. I'll be happy about that. Nice! Irish Mabane. Love it. He just got some praise, man. Good job, rookie. Irish Mabane. .367. Yeah, we just didn't have the ball very often there. That offense kept us off the field. So what do I need here? We've got a defensive lineman. I would say strength is going to be the first one we really want to get all the way up there. So we're gonna put a little more to strength. Probably the next two to strength, and then we would consider stamina or speed. Maybe even maxing out strength. So here we go. We'll take a quick peek at kind of how we are a little past mid-season, or a little past mid-season here. Faramir, 93%. Man, I had 2 incompletions there, and I said I was going to go for a greater completion rating than that. But he's 93 overall, having a good season, 70 touchdowns through 10 games, so he's throwing 7 touchdowns a game. That's pretty good. And we've curbed the interceptions. Had quite a few early on. I'd like to keep that number at 4. I'm going to try to play a little wiser, see if we can keep that from happening. Strider having a great first season, averaging 2.3 touchdowns every game, and getting the yards. He's almost at 2,000 yards, and he's averaging 14 per carry. Oak, I mean, what can you expect? The guy's got a 75-yard touchdown already. Even late in his career, the guy's just continuing to battle like he does, getting close to 2,500 yards, and he's got 47 touchdowns. So he's not quite at 5 touchdowns a game, which is where I'd like to see him, because in his career, that's where he is. If you look at the numbers on his career, he's in that ballpark of 5 touchdowns a game, game day in, day out. So we've passed the 1,100. That's kind of cool. I'm glad we're looking at this right now. 1,111 career touchdowns for the mighty Oakenshield. Well done, sir. Proudfoot, he had himself 4 tackles. Not a spectacular game there. Irish Mabane had 8 tackles. Quick Beam, over 10 tackles a game. 13 that game. He's already got an interception and 3 sacks. Skinberg, great. 9 tackles a game. Pippin took, you're going to see 10 plus from all of these defensive backs right there. Exactly 10 and another 11 average. So those guys are just studs. There's Drew Scott, poor guy. He's played 1 game, put 3 touchdowns on the board when he did. But he's in the shadows right now. He is truly a backup wide receiver for that unfortunate injury that could take place that we're hoping to avoid. But we will see where it all goes. So let's take a look here again. Front office. We had talked about the regime being on normal or hard, but then everybody was getting very tired here 2 weeks back. Getting ready to go by the bye week. How is everybody doing? So I'm going to keep it on light because we've got, except for Scott, who isn't playing, we've got guys still kind of recovering. What's our defensive scheme on normal? We're going to break that back to light. Let our old guys rest here over the bye week, and then have a light week or 2 following that, and consider going back to normal after that. but we're gonna cut that back so we don't have those injuries. That I know, Yax, you gave us some good advice, and we picked up some great XP over the last 4 or 5 weeks because we were on normal. But I'm gonna dial it back a pinch. All right. Oh man, I wish we could have got XP instead of from the coordinators. I don't need it for the media. I'd have liked to have it for our players, and we still get it 10 XP. But don't you get 40 if you're able to give the XP to the players rather than the coach? Okay. Wolfpack, a decent team on defense, but offensively we should hold them here. Let's see if we can get down the field, really fly, and let's put up a big point differential here. We're only putting up 2 games in this set before the scores are released. Let's see how close to 100% we can get this time. Ooh, he breaks a tackle and runs free. Nice, Strider. Excellent. 26-yarder on the opening throw. Okay, watch the linebackers. Oak's got a chance to break it into the end zone here. I'm risking it because he's fresh. He should be able to get down the field a little faster. Ooh, I even underthrew him. Can he hold on? Yes, he will hold on. Touchdown, 43 yards, Oakenshield. That's great. That was a really, really good start to the game. 2 solid plays, and in we go. Running the ball, short of the first. They punt, and here come the marching ants. Let's do it again. Nobody's getting by on this, so we're just going to do the standard out route here. Didn't quite go out. I was a little behind. Oh, it didn't get out of bounds. I had one more swipe coming, and I kind of waited on it, and that little tiny hesitation was enough to keep him from getting out of bounds. So there's a chance we can get by and throw Strider open or Oakenshield here when they've got a blitz on like this. Let's watch. That's a disappointing drop. That's a really disappointing drop. It wasn't a good throw, but I don't feel like it was a droppable. It wasn't a low percentage pass. He should have caught that. Should have caught that. All right, Strider, you got something on this? He's got room to run, possibly. Got out of bounds, though. 20-yarder. Should be a nice, easy pile-on throw to Oakenshield. Like I've said before, death, taxes, Oakenshield touchdowns. The guarantees in life. So I guess that makes 1,112, doesn't it? Short of the first. Defense is playing. We got a chance at 3 scores in the first quarter. We did get the ball first, so bear that in mind. All right, nobody's getting by anybody here. Man, I'm really eager for the day that Strider, to Yak's point, he was saying, the only way you're going to get him leveling up is going to that normal rather than light regime. Oh, how did the tight end not get the block there? In order to get that XP going up, and I agree with that, but in order to avoid an injury and, miss a game, 2 games, 3 games, whatever it would be. Job, Oak. So we'll get in before the end of this first quarter, and that should give us Strider. Well done. So you'll see here, instead of using up a pile of seconds, which one of the most wasteful plays time-wise in this entire game is, the kickoff, it tends to be anywhere between, 12, 15 seconds, all the way up to 30-plus seconds. So we didn't lose any of that time here, and we stopped them. And so just like that, 15 seconds later, we've already got the ball back in our hands here. Let's go. So a lot of you guys are good enough, better than me in your throw, your capability of throwing that ball over the middle, even on tight coverage. I've had too many tip balls and interceptions. That's the big reason I don't do that. So just risk averse. That's all it is. Oh, man. Come on, Strider. Oh, nice gainer. So that was waiting till the last moment, as you see there. That was absolutely as long as you want to wait. I think Faramir was laying on his back as he threw that last pass. But we did have a middle linebacker blitz. And oftentimes I'll avoid the throw, but because of the middle of the field staying open like it did, I felt comfortable being able to make that throw earlier than I might have wanted to. They gave up a field goal. That's all right. All right. That middle line or outside linebacker, I was going to throw it up to Oakenshield, but that linebacker, look at this. Nice Strider. 59 seconds. We're going to get in. Strider has a chance to get by. Nope. Oh, I was swiping one more time. That could have been a really sweet play. He was ducking and diving there. I was in the middle of a thought before that play started, and I don't remember where it was to be able to tell you what I wanted to say to finish it. Nice. Strider stretching out. Look at this 40-point first half. We need that with only 2 games with the bye week here. We really need it. There you go. There was an example of a 30-second kickoff. Man, it just eats time. Oh, and we got the ball back right away. Man, that was exactly as you would like to script it. Strider's got that down. He's really making that first guy miss. I think the defensive back on him is a little bit slow. His speed must be down. And that lets me get out and around with that cutback after he catches the back shoulder throw. And get down below him. That time he didn't. But oftentimes there he's getting down below him, which has really been effective this game for sure. The wise old Oak, he will score his touchdowns, folks. So if you're a little bit new to my channel, my games, the Retro Bowl Alliance League as a whole, you're welcome to look back. I've been recording since the end of nice bark with a forced fumble. Since the end of season 4. And the game itself, like the actual physical development of the game has changed significantly, and that was a lot of fun to go through. But yeah, you're welcome to kind of take a look at that and see how I've developed as a player, kind of what is and isn't working and why I play the way I do. And if you want to look, there's one specifically is season 13. I'd have to look back for sure. 12, 13, 14, somewhere in that range. The first episode of the year, I consider it a clinic where I really break down the defense, why I'm doing what I'm doing. A decent little how-to in this league. Strider, show me what you got, man. Oh, couldn't get a tackle. So I stopped the clock because instead of using up any amount of time that would have been, that was going to go to 0 as after he got tackled, I was below 4 seconds or at or below 4 seconds. So now there's going to be a free play for the end zone. Oak should have no problem here. Just dance, prance, whatever, right on into the end zone. Oh, my finger slipped right at the end. That was a terrible throw. Dang. Oh, and look at this. All of a sudden, our defense is having a hard time, but they miss. All right, we're going to use all 121, or at least get us 2 or below 30 seconds. Try to wrap this thing up at 62-3 for a respectable PD. Oh, look at Strider. Oh, I was trying to get below him. That would have been cool. That's a great play from scrimmage. "13 yards by the wise old Oak." So we've got a blitz by the middle linebacker. So we're just going to do this nice and easy. Nice and easy. Staying in bounds now the rest of the way, now that we're down here. A couple more plays to get us below 30. That should do it. I think we're below 30 enough. I feel good about it. So we can just let Oak do his thing. 8 yards, 24 seconds left. They're not going to score in that amount of time. There you go. Defense really playing well. We've had a lot of turnovers these 2 games, fumble recoveries, forced fumbles. So missed that 2-point conversion. Disappointed in that. Otherwise, we'd have a 61. So a 59. Not awful. Not awful for a 2-game set. Nice. Oak getting a little praise. Well deserved, man. Good game. Did he get 5 touchdowns? 6. 6 touchdowns. Strider, though, with 266 yards. He had those couple long bombs that he drew in and got down the field. That's great. So, do you see their condition? Everybody's back up. To me, that speaks to, all right, let's get ourselves a little bit more training going on here. Try to develop some XP for those newer players. Rehab facilities, we've got the money for it. We're going to go into that. Training, I try to keep that maxed out, with CCs being what they are. Got a plethora of them there, so there you go. Again, looking for week 14. That's the the Rust Belt Derby against Red Comets. That's going to be a challenge, to say the least. A good team there. So there you go. There's our 2 games. We have a 45 and a 59. So a 104. That's a pretty good 2-game set, I feel. Not bad. Not too shabby. Again, that one reset that kind of has me a little disappointed. Again, it wasn't a rage quit or anything like that. For some reason, as I paused the recording, shut the phone down and went down to have dinner. What was that, between games 7 and 8, last recording. That's where that reset came in. So, but that's why we get them, for glitches and whatnot. But I came back to a reset game and a reset showing on, a restart showing on there. But all the same, there you go. There are your 2 games. We are going to submit the score now. Again, shout out to everybody that's watching these videos. Appreciate you watching them. Leaving comments when you do. If you want to see anything or hear anything differently, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to keep on marching. You keep on marching. Till then, peace.